Hey everyone, Presito here, your second favorite Uniswap babe. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the usual weekly roundup, market overview, see what's happening, and the upcoming projects that are hot, of course, that's always important. So before we get to any of that, a lot of the community actually asked me, how do you know when to sell a token? For example, if you do the pre-sale or you get into the public IDO, you get your tokens, and how do you know when to sell? So obviously it's not that easy to answer this type of question. It differs a lot project to project, and it depends a lot on luck sometimes. For example, some projects you just don't know if it's going to moon. Sometimes you have to be an insider to know. Only they know, secret news of the project, so to speak. But in terms of a general sense of knowing when to sell, I can give some advice. So first thing to keep in mind is whenever the IDO launches, the price is normally highest as soon as it starts trading, of course. The reason being is bots, tend to snipe it at the listing price. The price goes some huge multiplier. IDO tokens are not released yet, and pre-sale token, the private sale tokens are not released either. So that means the circulating supply is less than what it should be, obviously, and the price is very high. So that's when you tend to get wrecked if you buy. And it's obviously impossible to sell then because you don't have your tokens yet. So the ideal thing to do is, if you're fast enough, which most of the time you're not because there's bots that also do it, is as soon as you receive those tokens, if you're quick enough to sell it and pre-approve the token, then that is generally a good time to sell, depending on the project, if you don't have much faith in it. So the best advice I can give on when to sell is wait for the pre-sale dump. If you have faith in the project, hold for a while. It's even a good idea sometimes to buy that initial dump, which happens every single launch. I mean, you can see it. The price is high, the private sale tokens are distributed, price dumps. Then most of the time, if the project is decent, it's worth buying that dump and then sell the next pump. And that was very clear with Convergence. That one listed somewhere around 50x. Private sale tokens came out, it dropped all the way down to something like 12x, and then it pumped back up to 30x. So you could, or even 40x. So you could make 2 or 3 times your money if you bought that dip. So that is a good strategy to follow, in my opinion. And in terms of knowing when to sell, in the end, it just comes down to your discretion. Obviously, do your own research. But my best advice is be careful not to sell the bottom of when the private sale distribution comes out, because that's when most of the people get the tokens and just sell and move to the next project. So it's a good idea to hold it for a while. And if you can sell fast enough, that could also be a good idea. So those are the 2 ways to sell, in my opinion. And then obviously, if you're really a firm believer in the project, then holding it long term is sometimes a good idea too. I mean, a lot of the time, just holding one really good project long term can make up for the other ones that you held that ended up going down, because some of those that go 100 200x long term make up for the other ones that didn't do as well. So yeah, that's just my insight on how to know when to sell, if that helps. Hopefully it does. So now let's have a look at the past performing projects. So the recent ones that came out, Stated at 15x, Cashtag came out at 20x, and it's still performing quite well. It's almost at $1, I believe, around 70, between 70 and $1. Convergence obviously did super well. That did 40x, and it actually started around 50x, dumped to, like I said, 12x, and then pumped back up. Then Shift also did super well. Merge was under the radar, that also performed super well. And there's quite a lot of interesting upcoming projects that have to be released soon. So before we go through the upcoming projects, I just wanted to go through my rating sheet, which this I will post on my announcement group, every week. So this basically covers the videos I made of the previous week. So obviously the videos I made this week was on crypto prophecies, integral resistance, collateral, rage fan, and Pokemon. So crypto prophecies, I think, is Becca's Pro, and really, I don't see many people talking about it, but I think this is actually going to be a very big one. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on. Integral resistance, as I said, isn't a pre-sale, but they're going to have a public sale coming up, and they have a farm starting tomorrow. So this is also one that's I think has got huge potential. Collateral, dark starter, whitelisting is open, obviously. That one I think is going to be Cuck Pro, like I wrote there. Rage Fan as well, super low market cap, same with Pokemon. And Pokemon I think is just going to be a huge one. Everyone's talking about that. I mean, it's super hyped at the moment. Polka started sale on the 31st. And what's actually very interesting that you guys should take note of is, well, there's only 2 upcoming Polka starter sales at the moment. Unmarshal and Pokemon. Your goal should be to find the next Polka starter sales, try and invest in them before they go on Polka starter. I think Polka Locker just announced Polka starter sale actually as well, so that's going to pop up on the site soon. But you know that Polka starter is due to announce sales, obviously, so there's only 2 on their website. You know that surely tomorrow or the day after they should be announcing quite a few more, and your goal is hopefully they announce the ones you've invested in, because Polka starter sales always do super pro. So let's look at the upcoming projects that are hot, that I just added to the list. Obviously, there's the usual ones which have been on here for a while now. But new ones I added is Tenova. I think this one's going to be very interesting. I'll cover that later on. Finminity as well. Octeon and 8pay, those are going to be BSC pad projects, which I want to start covering as well, because you know those are performing really well. Then this I already covered in my last video, but Kyanite, BlockSwap, and then Shield Finance. This is one that has a super low hard cap, and I really think this one is one to keep an eye on. I think it can perform super well. And the other ones we already went through. So at the moment there is a lot of projects that are still to be released, which I've reviewed, and these I can't wait to see how they're going to perform. I'm pretty sure all of these will do very well. Also, one thing to note, there's a lot of projects that have had raises that I haven't included here, and that's just because I think they cuck. Like there was one Blockbank or something like that, and a few others which I didn't include because I think it's cuck and I don't want to review those ones, even though sometimes it's good to review the bad ones, but I'd rather bring everyone's attention to the good ones so you can try get in. So I think it's a bit pointless to review the really bad projects. So overall, I think the market's super bullish at the moment. I mean, it's still time to grind and, you know, just don't sleep a lot. Stay focused on crypto. Make sure you get into all the opportunities, because there's just so many at the moment. It's like raining money. So yeah, make sure you pay attention to crypto. Definitely join my Telegram group. Always pro discussions in there. A lot of the time discussing projects that I can't cover in my videos, obviously due to the time restraints. And yeah, follow my Twitter. That one obviously got suspended recently, so I had to make a new one. Hopefully I can build that up to what my old one used to be. And as usual, leave a like, comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel. That always helps. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.